Welcome back to Bible Reading Hangout. Last time in Ruth Chapter 3, we witnessed a powerful story of integrity, redemption, and God's divine plan unfolding. We left Ruth and Boaz at the threshing floor after her bold proposal. Now, in Chapter 4, we'll see how God brings their beautiful story to its conclusion. The chapter opens with Boaz going to the town gate, which was the hub of legal and social activity in ancient Israel. He's not wasting any time. He sits down, and just as he'd hoped, the other kinsman-redeemer comes along. Boaz calls him over. "Come over here, my friend, and sit down." There's a sense of purpose and calm in Boaz's actions. He's handling this with wisdom and transparency. To make the whole process official, Boaz gathers 10 elders of the town to serve as witnesses. This isn't some backroom deal. It's a public, legally binding proceeding. With everyone assembled, Boaz lays out the situation. He tells the other redeemer, Naomi, who has come back from Moab, is selling the piece of land that belonged to her relative Elimelech. He then makes the first offer, as required by law. "I thought I should bring this to your attention," he says, "and suggest that you buy it in the presence of everyone here. If you want to redeem it, go ahead. But if you don't, just tell me, so I'll know. You have the first right, and I'm next in line." At first, things don't look good for Boaz and Ruth. The man immediately says, "I will redeem it." He sees a good business opportunity acquiring more land to add to his estate. But Boaz is a man of great character and shrewdness. He hasn't shown his full hand yet. He adds a crucial detail. "On the day you buy the land from Naomi," he explains, "you also acquire Ruth, the Moabite, the dead man's widow, in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property." This changes everything. Redemption wasn't just about land, it was about family. It meant marrying Ruth, a foreigner, and the firstborn son of that union would be considered the heir of her deceased husband, Mahlon. This meant the land would eventually pass to that heir, not to the Redeemer's own family line. Suddenly, the deal isn't so attractive anymore. The other Redeemer immediately backs out. He says, "Then I can't redeem it because I might endanger my own estate. You redeem it yourself. I can't do it." He was willing to take the property, but he was unwilling to take on the responsibility of caring for Ruth and preserving her late husband's legacy. His focus was on his own wealth and inheritance, not on love and duty. To finalize the transaction, they follow a custom of the time. The man who is giving up his right takes off his sandal and gives it to the other. It was like signing a contract today. So the kinsman-redeemer says to Boaz, "Buy it yourself," and hands him his sandal. The deal is sealed. With the legal right now, Boaz stands before the elders and all the people. He makes a public declaration. "Today you are witnesses that I have bought from Naomi all the property of Kilian and Mahlon. I have also acquired Ruth the Moabite, Mahlon's widow, as my wife, in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property, so that his name will not disappear from his family or his hometown. Today, you are my witnesses." What a powerful moment! Boaz doesn't just see this as a legal duty. He sees it as a sacred honor. The response from the people and the elders is beautiful. They all cry out, we are witnesses. He isn't just buying land, he's restoring a family, protecting a legacy, and welcoming a foreign woman into his life with love and commitment. And they offer a blessing. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the family of Israel. May you have standing in Ephrata, and be famous in Bethlehem through the offspring the Lord gives you by this young woman. May your family be like that of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah. They are celebrating this union and praying for God's blessing upon it. So, Boaz takes Ruth as his wife. The story moves from legal proceedings to a personal, intimate union. And the Bible tells us, the Lord enabled her to conceive, and she gave birth to a son. After so much loss and barrenness, there is new life. A child is born, a symbol of hope in God's faithfulness. But the story doesn't just end with the new family. It comes full circle back to Naomi. Remember her? At the beginning of the book, empty, bitter, feeling that the Lord's hand was against her. Now, the women of the town surround her, not with pity, but with praise. They say to Naomi, "Praise be to the Lord, who this day has not left you without a guardian redeemer. May he become famous throughout Israel. He will renew your life and sustain you in your old age." And then they say something truly remarkable about Ruth. "For your dad who loves you is better to you than 7 sons. What an incredible statement. In a culture that prized sons above all else, Ruth's loyal love was declared more valuable than the highest cultural ideal of security and honor. Her faithfulness has brought about this incredible restoration for Naomi. Naomi, who once thought she was empty, now takes the child in her arms and cares for him. Her heart is full again. The emptiness is replaced with the joy of a grandson. The women of the neighborhood even say, "Naomi has a son." They name him Obed. The chapter concludes with a genealogy. Obed, we learn, was the father of Jesse, and Jesse was the father of David. That's right. This child, born out of a story of famine, loss, loyalty, and redemption, is the grandfather of King David, Israel's greatest king. And through David's line, centuries later, would come another king, Jesus Christ, the ultimate kinsman-redeemer for all of humanity. The book of Ruth starts with a funeral and ends with a wedding. It starts with famine and ends with abundance. It starts with emptiness and ends with fullness. It's a powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, when we feel lost and empty, God is at work weaving a beautiful story of redemption. Boaz's integrity and Ruth's loyalty are a testament to how our character and choices can position us to be part of God's incredible plan. What a beautiful demonstration of God's providence and love. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this story. Please share them in the comments below. Thanks for joining me as we explored this final chapter together. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.